If you're a small brand that just started on Amazon, then this video is for you. I'm going to tell you exactly what to focus on in the beginning to make sure that you get that initial sales momentum. Right, let's get into that. Hello, my name is Irina Balurko. I'm a partner here at Orthodox E-commerce, where we help small businesses go from zero to their first million on Amazon Marketplace. This video is really made for if you're in that position and you would just start on Amazon yourself, kind of doing what I call strong and scrappy style yourself, or you have somebody on your team kind of figuring things out, then this video is for you. And if you listen, you take, not just listen, but actually take what I say to heart and implement that, I guarantee you that you will get initial sales. Okay, that's just how it works. That's how confident I feel. We've done it many times. The process works. Focusing on right things at the right time works. Let's get to it basically. All right, so the first one is start with a small number of products. And by that I mean if you have catalog, let's say 40 SKUs and that come with different colors, sizes, variations, flavors, whatnot, don't overwhelm yourself. You don't have to replicate the full catalog, your full brand catalog on Amazon. Pick a subset of those that perform well in other channels, right? Give them a best chance to succeed. Give your brand best chance to succeed and to launch strong. So pick best sellers. By that I mean, okay, 2, 3 core products, and they, you may have different variations of sizes, colors, again, flavors, whatever's appropriate. But don't try to throw, hundreds of products or even 20 products then come with 20 different colors, because that just adds unnecessary complexity in the beginning. You do not need things to be complex in the beginning, especially. You just make it harder for yourself. So pick up to 5, I would say 2, 3 core products. Start with that. I'm going to lead into the next point with a question. If Amazon were the only place that customers could find and buy your products, how would you feel about your brand presence? So when you set up your product pages on Amazon, when you upload images, when you put title, keywords, whatnot, think about that. If Amazon were the only place that customers could find and buy your product and discover your brand, how would you feel about your product pages? Because in many cases, that question is not rhetorical. 55% of products searches start on Amazon. So often brands get found there. So when you set up product pages, which is what you have to do to start selling, put your time, make it as good as possible. Invest in good images if you can. Put some information in bullet points. Put some keywords. If you have brand registry, create a plus page. So this is product pages. I often refer to that as your golden goose that lays eggs. Everything you do after that, marketing and reviews, build and everything, it depends on the quality of your product pages. So don't kill by perfection here, because they will never be perfect, to be honest. That's a little secret. But just, don't just throw random things on product pages. So just put good images, again, title, bullet points, giving them a chance to succeed. But the next point is you do not need an Amazon storefront to start selling. And by storefront here, I mean actual kind of an Amazon technical term, which is a kind of almost website looking page dedicated to a brand. So when your product pages, it's a brand name that you click under title that can lead to what looks like almost like a website page. Storefronts can be, I don't want to say critical, can be very important for growth and brand awareness on Amazon, but it's a little bit more advanced. We do traffic generation to storefronts, and of course we use storefronts for kind of a seasonal and promotional, new launches, and so on. But in the beginning, that's not what you need to focus on, because majority of sales happen on product pages, not at storefronts. That's why I told you in a previous point to focus on product pages, making them look as good as you can, and don't worry about your storefront yet. The reason I say that also, I carry that as a separate point, because sometimes we get clients that come in, they just start on Amazon and their storefront looks great, but the product pages look terrible. So that's opposite, right? So that's why that's not the way to get sales when you start out. So don't worry about storefront. You can have it if it makes you feel good in the beginning, as long as it doesn't overwhelm you, but spend more time on product pages. Okay. The next one is fulfillment, right? And here the point is use Amazon FBA. Amazon FBA is what gives you that Prime badge, and most customers on Amazon prefer to buy via Prime. So when you use Amazon fulfillment, it gives you better chance to succeed, aka to convert, a shopper to a buyer. If you're already on board with that, that's great. Stick to FBA, start FBA from the get-go. If you're not really sold on that, okay, then you got to listen to what I'm going to say about that. Amazon FBA here. Sometimes we get clients that say, hey, we just want to dip our toes, so to say. We're not sure about sending products to Amazon. It is on consignment, can be a little bit scary. Plus, if you do it yourself, there is kind of a learning curve of figuring out how to get products set up, labeled correctly, shipped to Amazon, whatnot. So I get it. But trust me, it's worth figuring it out and sending your products to Amazon FBA because it gives you that additional sales lift. And the last point I'm going to say on that is when we have clients that come in as self-fulfilled or merchant fulfilled, we convert them to FBA. Almost immediately within first month, we get sometimes as high as 30% sales lift by switching to Amazon FBA. So why not start it from the beginning? Because every sale creates a compounding effect. Another sale leads to another sale, which helps with organic rankings, which means ads perform better. So you want to get on that train as early as possible. The next one is going to be a little bit of, I don't know, woo-woo, not woo-woo, but it really is, Amazon can be very frustrating, overwhelming space. It's always changing. Amazon sets its own rules, then breaks their own rules, but sellers cannot really break them. Things don't make sense. Seller support is just horrendous. So it doesn't take much to get overwhelmed on Amazon. So approach it, and one of the kind of values that we bring to a table for our clients is not only expertise and helping them grow sales, but also that kind of almost taking some of the emotional burden, because hey, we got your back on Amazon. You don't have to sit there and watch it. We got it. So whatever issues come up, we work through them, we resolve them. So there is that, the psychological burden, right, of working through that. And that can be just energy draining, and can really, that overwhelm and frustration can cloud your decision making. And you want to approach Amazon as rational as you can. Well, anything, I guess, any decision making, right? So have that mindset, what I call it mindset of winning, which is not even, oh, well, I went from 0 to X number in 3 months in sales and I am a winner. No, it's person to me that wins on Amazon is that adaptable, that is resilient, that is not fazed by issues, but kind of works through issues as they come up, and roadblocks. Issues will come up, roadblocks will come up. So have that attitude from the get-go of, just kind of a mental resilience. And I think if you're a business owner, you already have that, right? So you just kind of don't expect things to go smooth. Most likely they will not. Doesn't mean that it's going to be terrible, but things will come up. So it will help you kind of keep that healthier kind of a mental state, an emotional state, because you need that to, again, make right decisions and to execute on Amazon. So the next one is, again, if you are a business owner and, I run a business, right? So it's kind of a think about, okay, what are the different facets of business, right? That things that need to take place in different areas of business to make the whole machine work well. So in Amazon, pretty much everything falls into 3 pillars. The first one is your brand presence. So it's product pages, your reviews, anything that's front facing, right? Images, keywords, just kind of things that customers see that present your brand to the world and so on. So it's kind of that's your pillar. Then you have your operational, which is products being delivered, customers' questions being answered, account metrics, you know, just kind of a being healthy, maintained, just kind of a keeping that machine going, right? Just kind of with operational things. And the third one, last but not least, right, is your advertising and marketing. Technically, you do not need to advertise on Amazon to be able to sell, but the reality is you have to invest in advertising and marketing on Amazon, not only to start getting sales, but also to even sustain sales and of course to grow sales. So that's just a must. So that's kind of your third pillar, anything that has to do with bringing traffic, bringing customers to your pages, advertising, getting them to buy more, getting them to come back. So if you're a business owner or somebody in charge of Amazon channel, if that kind of landed on your lap, then think about that. Okay, so I have these three big areas. Who is responsible for that? Is it going to be just me? You know, if that's what it is, fine. Okay, can operational logically, right? That can be kind of outsourced or delegated to the same warehouse that fulfills our website or ships pallets to Costco, whatnot, right? So it's kind of so you kind of have to make those decisions and bucket things. So because there's all of those pieces need to be in a play, right? All of those things are up in the air, right? All the balls up in the air, and you ideally you shouldn't never drop them. So that kind of helps with understanding where the responsibilities lie, who's responsible for what, and what are the decisions you kind of have to make sure things are moving, right? So those three pillars are your brand presence, your operational, and your advertising and marketing. And the last one is, which I already touched on briefly, is your advertising and marketing. And I say advertising and marketing, advertising is PPC advertising, right? Pay-per-click. Amazon is keyword-driven marketplace, and marketing being your coupons, your promotions, your BOGOs, whatnot, right? So your non-PPC marketing. So here to give yourself a chance to succeed, after you've done all of those things, you got your product pages good, you ideally set up the Amazon fulfillment, you're ready to go, you are available, your products, your open sign is on Amazon. Start your auto campaigns. In the beginning, don't overcomplicate it. Marketing and advertising can get complex so quickly because we do, especially with clients that are in 6, 7 kind of a figure annual sales, you do kind of have to have some complexity because depending which part of the funnel, right, that you're driving traffic to, you need to be kind of aware of customer behavior and so on, and what keywords are at play. But in the beginning, don't get complicated. Just start auto campaigns, set automatic auto campaign on your products. You can start with a smaller budget. Don't start with like $1 a day. That's not going to get you. Start with $30, $50 a day, and kind of let campaigns run at least for a couple of weeks. Don't make any crazy changes. Again, we do a lot of complex advertising strategies. We have Amazon certifications. We are an Amazon advertising partner network, so we know enough to be dangerous when it comes to Amazon advertising. But with a brand new client, let's see, when we don't have, if we're doing setup or somebody comes in with no history of advertising, then we always start with auto campaigns because that is your fundamental. You need to give Amazon, if you've done decent work on your product pages, then you need to give Amazon algorithm a chance to perform, to pick the right keywords and put them into play for you for organic rankings. These are the things that you need to focus on as a business that's a brand that just started Amazon and figuring things out yourself. And again, I guarantee you, if you put this into place, you will get momentum. Okay, that works. So let's go through this again. So the first is start with small number of products. 2, 3, not more than 5. If Amazon were the only place where the customers could find and buy your products, how would you feel about your product pages? Get your product pages optimized. Number 3, use Amazon fulfillment, FBA. Number 4, have a mindset of winning. That is mindset of resilience and adaptability and overcoming issues, because they will come up. Number 5, 3 pillars of decision making on Amazon: brand presence, operational, and advertising. And the last but not least is, well, actually, I skipped one. You do not need a storefront to be successful in the beginning. Don't worry about storefront. And the last one, start auto campaigns on Amazon to get your initial sales. And after you've done all of this and you've gotten to a certain plateau, which you should, then come talk to us. Then we'll help you go to the next level. You can check us out at redrocksecommerce.com. Thanks, and we'll talk soon.